Deep within ancient scriptures lies a forgotten promise about human potential that modern science is only beginning to understand. Throughout history, sacred traditions spoke of individuals who transcended human physical limits through prayer and deep meditation. They did not rely on modern technology, yet attained extraordinary clarity and strength. What if this inner power was never lost, but merely hidden? Most people live trapped within the boundaries of everyday anxiety and mental exhaustion, assuming these limitations are permanent. Yet spiritual masters throughout time have demonstrated that the human mind can reset itself when aligned with divine consciousness. By turning away from external chaos, a hidden strength begins to awaken, reshaping how we respond to suffering, pain, and stress. When you enter quiet contemplation, remarkable shifts occur within your body and mind that defy ordinary expectations. Science now confirms that sincere prayer and meditation lower stress hormones, alter brainwave patterns, and enhance emotional resilience. But sacred texts always knew this truth, describing faith not as passive belief, but as an active catalyst for biological and spiritual transformation. Consider the ancient desert hermits who spent years in solitude, mastering their inner landscape through unwavering devotion. They cultivated a focus so absolute that extreme heat, hunger, and isolation could not break their spirits. Their lives proved that the human spirit possesses untapped reserves of energy when anchored in something infinitely greater than the physical self. To tap into this extraordinary strength, one must first learn the sacred art of stillness. In a world defined by constant noise and stimulation, remaining silent is an act of profound power. When you quiet your thoughts, you cease draining your vital energy on superficial worries, allowing your mind to gather immense clarity and unwavering concentration. Meditation in Scripture is not about emptying the mind into nothingness, but filling it with divine truth and promise. As you fix your attention on sacred wisdom, the nervous system settles, creating a calm internal sanctuary. This steady stillness acts as a shield, making you virtually immune to emotional turmoil and reactive fear in daily life. Faith serves as the supreme engine that powers this spiritual elevation, turning abstract mental discipline into living physical strength. When true belief is deeply rooted, it reorganizes human perception completely, enabling people to endure extreme hardships without surrender. What the world views as impossible becomes entirely reachable when guided by an unshakable trust in higher divine providence. Throughout sacred history, holy prophets and mystics demonstrated remarkable physical endurance during times of intense personal trial. Their secret was simple yet profound. They anchored their minds on timeless spiritual promises rather than temporary circumstances. By shifting focus from immediate hardship to eternal power, their minds generated an inner fortitude that astounded everyone around them completely. This mental elevation is not reserved solely for saints of old. It is accessible to anyone willing to practice daily spiritual discipline. When prayer is practiced consistently, it acts like precise training for the soul, expanding emotional capacity and mental clarity. Step by step, the mind releases hesitation, making room for superhuman focus and determination. Consider how elite athletes use mental visualization to push their bodies far beyond ordinary boundaries. Contemplative prayer operates on a similar principle, but connects the mind to an infinite source of energy rather than mere human desire. By visualizing divine light and truth, your mind establishes a state of flow that elevates every action you perform daily. Emotional endurance is often the hardest strength to master, yet sacred meditation offers an unshakable foundation against life's sorrow and anxiety. When external storms rage, individuals who meditate deeply remain completely unbothered, firmly anchored in inner peace. This emotional immunity is not coldness or indifference, but a profound state of self-mastery born of divine alignment. As your emotional resilience grows, physical body responses begin to mirror this profound inner calm. Heart rates stabilize naturally, muscular tension disappears entirely, and the body conserves vital energy effortlessly. This biological harmony allows faithful practitioners to perform daily tasks with extraordinary focus and endurance, showing that spiritual connection directly enhances overall physical well-being completely. Ancient sacred scriptures describe this elevated state as receiving strength that passes all human understanding. It is a profound state where fear yields to unshakable courage and doubt melts away under the warmth of divine grace. When you realize that your internal strength is anchored in the Creator, life's intimidation loses all power over your mind. This inner fortitude becomes especially evident when facing unexpected life crises and personal storms. Where ordinary mindsets panic and falter, a spiritually trained mind remains completely calm, discerning clear solutions amidst external turmoil. By resting in divine trust, you access an intuitive wisdom that guides every critical decision with superhuman precision and unwavering holy purpose. To sustain this higher state of spiritual consciousness, consistent daily alignment is essential. Just as physical exercise strengthens physical muscles over time, quiet daily prayer strengthens the subtle mental pathways of faith and patience. Over weeks and months, your baseline experience shifts dramatically from reactive stress to effortless peace, continuous clarity, and boundless spiritual vitality. Notice how those who embody this practice radiate a quiet authority without ever raising their voices. True spiritual power does not demand attention through force or boastful claims. It speaks through calm presence, profound compassion, and unwavering inner stability. People instinctively sense this divine energy, drawing immense comfort and hope from their mere peaceful presence. Beyond mental discipline lies the gradual opening of higher spiritual perception. When mind and body reach perfect equilibrium through deep prayer, your inner intuition sharpens to extraordinary levels. You begin perceiving subtle details, timing, and opportunities that others overlook, moving through life with a heightened sense of profound natural awareness and deep spiritual clarity today. Sacred scriptures describe this sensory elevation as walking continually in the light rather than stumbling in darkness. When your inner focus is unified with divine truth, fear of the unknown dissolves completely. You step forward into challenges with effortless confidence, knowing that divine providence orders your steps always and amplifies your innate human physical capabilities. Human physical limitations begin to yield rapidly and consistently when the spirit takes total dominance over the material realm. In critical moments of extreme need or deep focus, individuals connected to this divine stream tap into sudden bursts of energy, superhuman mental focus, and extraordinary physical endurance that defies all rational scientific explanations known today. This is not magic or fiction. It is the natural expression of a human being living in complete harmony with divine spiritual law. When you stop relying solely on physical muscle power and human ego, surrendering instead to infinite grace, your true potential unveils itself, transforming how you work, love, and overcome every life obstacle. Reaching this climax of spiritual development brings a profound personal realization. True superhuman strength was never about exerting power over others. Instead, it is the complete mastery of oneself and selfless alignment with divine purpose. In this sacred divine state, mental exhaustion turns into boundless renewal always, and personal doubt transforms into absolute, unwavering conviction. Imagine beginning each new day not with dread or mental fatigue, but firmly anchored in this elevated spiritual consciousness. The heavy demands of modern life remain the same, yet you navigate them with calm authority and boundless energy. What once felt overwhelming becomes a deeply meaningful path of spiritual growth and peaceful daily personal mastery. The spiritual path to becoming superhuman is not a distant ancient myth or a secret reserved for a chosen few. It is a living invitation available right now to anyone who dares to quiet the mind, trust in sincere prayer, and walk in steadfast faith. That divine power is already within your reach, waiting to be awakened today. As you step back into your daily routine, carry this quiet stillness with you, remembering always that true superhuman strength originates from deep within. The exact moment you choose faith over fear, your inner journey begins anew, unlocking the timeless divine potential that lies hidden in every quiet sacred prayer and every peaceful daily breath.